saw the Tennessee Titans take on the San Francisco 49ers in their first preseason game, and the second round selection for the San Francisco 49ers, Deshaun Stribling, had himself a bit of a game. I'm going to roll the tape here. Ladies and gentlemen, you see him right here on a 3rd and 5, lining up outside. He's here at the bottom of your screen. Large, big body wide receiver. Got busy last year at Ole Miss. Not busy. San Francisco 49ers. Look, do you guys believe Stribling is going to be enough to get the 49ers over the hump? And do you like what you see?
Of course. All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same map. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Because again, I said this after I heard McVay said it. McVay and them were saying that Stribling was one of, if not their favorite receivers in all of the draft. At minimum, when you talk about catch radius, when you talk about size, when you talk about speed, when you talk about strength of hands, that is what you see when you see Stribling. And I don't care that it's preseason. Right now, it's a higher level of football than he was previously playing. You go from playing in high-level college to now playing in the preseason to now playing in a regular season. But to me, it's not just about who you're going against. How do you look? Hands catch? He didn't let it get into his body. He didn't let the DB break it up. Backpedaling, fading, had enough spatial awareness and had enough body awareness and had enough body control to catch that joint and stay in bounds. If Stribling can be that 1,000-yard receiver that the Niners need him to be, of course he can get them over the hump. Mike Evans, you know what he's good for. He's going to give you anywhere from 950 yards to 1,200 yards. Deebo Samuel, I believe you know what he's good for. He's going to give you 600 yards to 750 yards. If Stribling can give you 1,000, if he can give you 75 receptions, that's what they need. Y'all do realize Christian McCaffrey, if I'm not mistaken, was top 7 in receptions last year. He's a running back, y'all. 102 receptions for a running back. You need to take some of that burden off of Christian McCaffrey, give it to Stribling. Kittle will come back into form eventually. Deebo will give you his 600, 700 yards, and Mike Evans will give you his 950 to 1,000. Stribling balled today. It matters to me, T. It matters to me, bro.
Listen, if Stribling gets 1,000 yards this year, the 49ers aren't winning. They're relying on him too much. You're going to have to rely on guys that you know can do it. Now, for Stribling, this is a great game for him. Your first game in the National Football League when you're a rookie. Preseason matters for rookies. Anybody that's not a rookie, the preseason does not matter. When you're a rookie, you look forward to that first game. Like, this was like a real game for him. Everybody else, it does not matter.
But why are you shaming his 1,000 if it happens, T?
No, I'm not shaming anything. If he gets 1,000 yards, that's great. But for the 49ers, it isn't. What team that has Super Bowl aspirations is counting on a rookie to give him 1,000 yards? None.
Hold on, let me think.
None.
Let me think. Philadelphia Eagles? Mekhi?
Dontavian Wicks will be the number 2 after Devontae. Mm-hmm. He should be, at least for me. You don't know what a rookie's going to give you. Now, you'll have some surprises of Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Those guys were first-round picks. They did very, very well in college. Stribling was at a school that threw the ball a ton, and he was solid. That's all I'm saying. He was solid at a school that threw the ball a lot in college. Mm-hmm. He's with a great offensive coordinator that's going to design plays to get him open. All you got to do is make the play.
But you
can't count on 1,000 yards.
Right? Yes, Ole Miss.
He went to Ole Miss.
T, let me ask you this, though. A.J. Brown, better in college or at Ole Miss?
You mean better in the NFL or at Ole Miss?
Yeah. Better in the NFL or Ole Miss?
NFL.
DK Metcalf, better in the
NFL?
I've seen several Ole Miss dudes.
But be significantly
How
many years
better.
did they overlap?
DK and
did they come out the same year?
I think they came out the same year, if I'm not mistaken.
So who came out with Stribling this year that prevented him from being the dude? Nobody.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, AJ got busy.
But he's better, and he's 14.
And that's why he was first round.
Yeah,
he was 12 and 1,300 in only like 12 games.
And so, but Who at Ole Miss prevented Stribbling from doing that? Nobody. That's all I'm saying.
But here's my thought process.
TJ Cooking.
If you can get 1,000 from Stribling,
if I get
1,000 from Mike, 800 from McCaffrey, 650 from Debo, 750 from Kittle.
Damn, how many yards you think Purdy throwing for?
4,100, 4,200.
I just think it's a lot to expect 1,000 yards from a rookie when you're the 49ers.
Okay, let's do this. Let's remove the number amount.
700. It should be the max.
Fine. Can Stribling be? Here's my fear. Who's going to be the Niners' Brandon Ayuk of 3 years ago? When
Stribling needs to be what they thought
Pearsall was going to be?
Ricky Pearsall was going to be. If he can do that, now your team has something.
But here's the problem. Who's the number one?
Mike Evans.
Great. Is Mike going to give you number one numbers? That's my fear. That's why I think you need 2,000 yards.
If Mike Evans stays healthy because of Kyle Shanahan, yes. For Mike Evans, it's all can he stay healthy. If he stays healthy, he giving you 1,200. If he plays all 17 games, chalk him up for 1,200 yards.
No, I was going to say this, though, too. Stribling, he was second on the team in receptions and second on the team in yards. He led the team in touchdowns, though.
Who was first?
First is Harrison Wallace III, and he's back. He's back this year. Yeah, for Ole Miss.
But have y'all ever heard of him?
No, not me.
No. But it's going to be an interesting thing to watch him. I do agree he has to step into that number 2 role because I think Debo is going to be used kind of all over the place. But I don't think he has to have a 1,000-yard season. I think if you can get Mike Evans to stay healthy, which is going to be the challenge for the 49ers this year. Let's just call a spade a spade. If the 49ers want to do anything this year, health comes first. They have to. They have to be able to show up on the field, and they haven't been able to do it the last 2 seasons. So if you can stay healthy with Mike Evans, I expect a 1,000-yard receiving season because that's just what Mike Evans does. He walks to 1,000 yards. Debo Samuel coming back in the shape that he came back in, though, as well, that we talked about before, helps out a lot. Stribling showing this, though, right now, amazing.
Hold on, T. Here's what's most important. I need y'all to see something and pay attention. Kieran, run these Stribling clips back, please. Joe, take this for a moment. I need y'all to pay attention. I let us speak easy for this reason. Christian McCaffrey got so many catches on third down. All of them, so many on third down. Look at how they're utilizing Stribling. I was just noticing this while we were sitting here talking. I saw a lot of third. Go back to the first one.
Oh, yeah.
I see a lot of
this was first.
third down conversion. So it's a 1st and 10. But then, if I'm not mistaken, you see another 1st and 10. But then I see 2 pivotal third down conversions. Third and 6. Like, this was McCaffrey last year on a check. We could count on Brian Thomas Jr. as a rookie to go for 1,200.
The Jags didn't have aspirations of being a Super Bowl team.
The
Giants didn't have aspirations to that point.
Okay, what about Ladd then? Because you're
going to be counted on.
He was the second pick of the second.
I think he was the first pick.
First pick of the second. Same thing.
But when you sign Mike Evans, that's who you're counting on. Your rookie is not going to be your go-to receiver when you have Mike Evans on your team.
No, not go-to.
When you talk third down, that's go-to because you're keeping the drive going.
Yeah.
That's not going to be him.
But to me, I don't think it's Mike.
Then it's going to be Kittle or McCaffrey. It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah,
These coaches are creatures of habit. I got to go with a guy that I know can do it. I hope he can do it. I know these other guys can.
When you see this, we've already heard great things in camp. When you see this in preseason, 8 targets, 7 catches.
Very optimistic that he will have a good rookie season.
Does this build enough trust to say we can go to him?
It builds enough trust to say, I believe we can count on him. But these preseason games, nobody's really playing their starters like they used to. So you just don't know.
I also think it's going to be tough if you're expecting to really use Debo and use Debo all over the field like you've heard that they want to. It's a similar situation to what they had in 23. You're going to have Kittle. Going to have McCaffrey. Going to have number 1. It's not going to be Brandon Ayuk. It's going to be Mike Evans now. And you're going to have Debo Samuel. Where did Juwan Jennings fit into all of that? Did he have a 1,000-yard season that year?
No.
But that's my thing.
But here's what I have to remember.
Stribling.
Coaches show you their priorities. Debo wasn't supposed to be on this roster. Stribling was. When we picked Stribling early. We care about Stribling right now more than Debo. We're paying Debo $3 million guaranteed. Respectfully, Stribling is the priority. So, I'm curious to see how it goes down. I know. Look, you made it this far, so might as well go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And after that, hit the bell button to be notified anytime we go live or drop another video like this. You do not want to miss our content in this oversaturated market. Love. We'll see you soon.